Hi, this is Dot Scrapbooking with the March scrapbook subscription. And I will be showing you projects 1 and then projects 2, this one, and just show you how easy they are to put together for those of you who are short on time and long on pictures. Here we go. Hi, welcome back to Dot Scrapbooking. Today I'm going to do the March Subscription Scrapbook edition. It's 2 layouts. That's the first project 1 and project 2. And I'm going to do them as you see on the instructions, but I'm going to add a little something extra to them. So this is what comes in each subscription. So I buy by the year. So 4 times a year I get 4 layouts. Is that right? 3 times a year I get 4 layouts. So I've done January, February, and this is March, and then I've got one more for April coming up. And I'm going ahead and punching out all the pieces from the project 1. They're each numbered. You can see there's a 1 or a 2 next to each of the pieces, so you know which project it goes to. So I'm just going to set that over here. And these are my pieces. Then we, of course, get a sticker sheet that is also marked project for project 1 and 2. And these are thick cardstock level stickers. So really nice, and they're stiff and have substance to them, so I really like them. And of course you get page protectors and you get the photo placement holders. So you also get some pieces that are backgrounds for photos. So this one, I'm just trying to figure out how the orientation goes. So that's the right-hand orientation with all the pieces that go with that. And then, didn't you like that little scallop piece? How cute is that? Also trying to figure out the orientation here. And then this long light gray piece is a photo background for 3 3x4 prints. Now, if you wanted to put a 4x6, you totally could do that. Maybe a couple of 4x6s. You have to crop them down a little bit. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and put the page protectors out of the way and put page 2 out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and use my T-square. You can pretty much, one thing with these subscription layouts is you don't cut anything, and you can kind of guesstimate where each of the pieces goes. So you don't have to be, crazy precise, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you how it looks when you follow the instructions. It's an amazing thing for me to do, to tell you the truth. So this piece is going to go down, excuse me, like 2.5 inches from the top. And it goes over, I'm just kind of lining it up with the 3/4 inch mark. So 2 inches or 2+ inches down from the top, and then a little over, and then you get your little pink piece is going to go up here. And I use my scrapbook pages for, not the scrapbook, I get all these little pads in the mail for Send Me Money. And so I use them for my either inking or kind of an overflow of the glue. I mean, I think it's a great use of those little pads. I get so many of them, they're piling up on me. So at least they're getting used. So I'm going ahead and putting the little placeholders, the 3x4s in place. So you can kind of get a feel for what the whole layout is going to look like with those size photos. You can always add more photos to these pages. You know, if you have an overabundance of photos like we usually do, then you can use flip flaps. We have these really wonderful little plastic pockets that stick onto the page. You kind of fold them under and stick them under so you don't see the glue. And you can put pictures, additional pictures in there. And it's just, they're really perfect for it. And so I'm getting out my third leaf here, and then the butterfly is going over the middle part where they come together, and it's not so pretty. And then you've got, they look like little pink berries that go there. And so we've got, so it says, let the fun, and here's the begin. And, you know, I like the titles to be one piece, but this one isn't really too bad. So I'm just lining it up to kind of be the same distance down from the little let the fun begin, or let the fun banner, and then begin. So I'm lining that up. And then we have another little butterfly that's going up here. So this is quite the background is pretty, has a lot of activity going on it. So very springy. I mean, real good for March and April pictures with the flowers starting to come up. Probably not in California where they have 8 feet of snow, but certainly in Texas, in fact, my daffodils are kind of getting on the wane. So, but I have lots of hyacinth and these cute little teeny white flowers that are also a bulb. Snowdrops, I think they are. So anyway, those pictures will be real good on here. Very festive looking. So this is already printed on there, and I'm just going to go ahead and put the 4x6. And then there's a 3x3 below. Now I'm looking for the little pink pieces that were on here when I put it out of the way. I eventually find several pieces, but they were hiding on me. Well, I found it. It took me, I can't tell you. I'm too embarrassed to say how long it took me to find them. They were just inches away. Sad. Okay, so I'm putting my little pink tab up there. And I really like that little odd-shaped piece with the photo on it. That's really nice, a nice touch to have something a little different for a photo background. And this is where the little journaling strips go. So it's nice that they give you the journaling strips. Now we now sell journaling strips that are anywhere from 1/4 to a 1/2 inch wide. And they're long, they're about 12 inches long. So it's really nice that we have these journaling strips so you don't have to cut anything. And they have their stick 'em on the back, just makes it so, so nice. So I'm gonna pop up my little butterfly here, just because, you know, I always say it's nice to have a little bit of dimension. And gotta lift up my little pink disc and put the leaves underneath it. I could have put those down first. That probably would have been smart. But I don't know. The pink disc kind of gives you an eye to where to put the rest of the items. So we'll go with that. Got some more leaves. And I like how the leaves are just, you know, they're repeated patterns from the background. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glitz to this. I don't want to add too much to this paper because it really is busy. So this little, the silver thread is just kind of, just a little bit of shine. And so I'm going to I have it all knotted up just because it's right at the end. You just want to run the thread between your fingernails to get the kinks out. It comes out very, very easy. Well, there we go. So I'm going to put this up under. Have to kind of get it up here. I have to add a little bit more glue. Somehow it's not, put the glue on top of that and on the bottom. There we go. And then you just kind of spread the loops out, and it just adds just a little bit of shine. And then I thought, I've got these little flowers that I've hardly used at all in there. They've been around for a long time. And I thought, you know what? These are like the perfect color to go with this layout. So I thought I'd put some little bitty flowers down. I'm trying to figure out what colors to go. And then I think, you know what? I have these wild berry flowers that can go with that. And that dark kind of raspberry color is kind of like the wild berry. So I decided to use those. I mean, these are little embellishments. You know how you get embellishments in your stash? Well, these have been in my stash for quite a while. And so I'm just kind of, you know what? You need to use your embellishments, as I say again. Okay, so I'm going to put some of the silver thread on this side too. And I'm almost finished with this. It's so, do you not feel really satisfied when you use up some of your embellishments? Well, when I use something up, I've got happy feet. I just think, wow, got through that. It's really nice to use things up. It really, there's a feeling of accomplishment that comes with that. And see, that little silver thread is not going to interfere with the pictures at all. So I like my little raspberry flowers and the other little springtime flowers. I think they go perfectly with this layout. So look in your stash and see what you've got. If you've got gems this color, that would be fun too. Or even just plain silver to go with the thread, if you have the thread. Then I decide I'm going to put some more on because you know the phrase, too much is not enough? Well, here we go. Too much is not enough. I like these little guys. I really like these little guys. And I need some down there on that pink disc too. So and they kind of look like the little flowers that are sprinkled in the background. So I'm a go with it. I like it. So there's the first project 1. And then we've got project 2 here. And this is much more sedate from that background. It's much more somber looking, isn't it? So I'm trying to figure out I got these turned around as far as how they lay out. So I'm going to put they're slightly different colors. One is like a harbor, and I'm not sure what the other color is. But there's this nice little scalloped edge that goes right up to that printed part. And I'm going to go ahead and figure out how to put all of these on. So I'm going to put this one down first. And it's coming down that looks like about 3 inches and over by 2 inches. And then I put my photo placeholder in. This would look really good if you have pictures where people are wearing jeans. That would look really good. It's very, very, I'm just trying to think of what else you could use, but jean pictures would be perfect for it. So these go little tabs. Now you could use those for putting dates on. If you want to add, like you could use a white gel pen to put some dates on, and then I'm going to see that those little pads are perfect. And then when there's too much glue on them, then you can just trash them. So this little bit of yellow, it looks like honey butter to me, is just perfect for there. Okay, so this is going to go under like that. And then we've got a sticker that's going to go there too. Now I'm going to make a mistake. This is a mistake. Don't do this. That goes on page 2. Do not do this. There's a half circle with that same design that goes there. So don't do, I was wondering why it wasn't fitting quite right. So don't do what you just saw me do. That's my way of helping you. And I thought that I would try adding a little bit of gray, kind of a gray background around the heart and soul. I don't think it's necessary. Probably not my best idea. But I'm just kind of, maybe trying to highlight the gray a little bit. We've used that previous thing, we were using that technique. So on the Are We There Yet? We use that technique where you kind of highlight the your piece with the same color, kind of making a cloud around it is kind of how I described it. So I'm going to put this 3x4 down, and then the 4x6 goes down on even level with the little one. And it's like 1 3/4 inch over from the side. There we go, right in there. And then I'm putting my 4x6. And the 3x4 goes down below. So you got three sizes here. So 3x3, 3x4, and 4x6. So if you have, you always want to look for your pictures that have too much background on them that doesn't really say anything about the picture, then you can crop it down and turn it into a 3x3 or a 3x4. You don't need a lot of background space. It kind of takes away from the important part of the picture. So that's what, cropping is good for. So this is where I realized, okay, I missed putting a piece here. That piece goes there. I haven't figured out the other one yet, though. Yeah, see, that's where I figure out. There's that half piece. And that is what went there. I kind of make a mess, not going to lie. Yeah, and that just doesn't work. That looks too much like a lemon slice. So I'm having to go after this. And then I have to carefully place the half slice. If you just watch things more closely, you wouldn't end up like I do with, and then I decide, okay, now I've got too much to cover up here. So I'm going to move that picture over. I'm going to try to cover up the mess that I made as much as I can. And then I'm moving this over. And there we go. It's fixed. Okay, so I put the full circle underneath the harbor color piece. And now I'm putting the 4x6 on top of it. And I want to add, see what else we've got is these pieces. That's going to go under there. Somehow I missed putting that honey butter circle under the 4x6. Sorry about that. And then another little circle with, I like the designs that they're using. And then we've got an always that's going to go under our little circle here. Kind of have to scooch it under to get it to catch. And then we've got our 3 journaling pieces. And that piece is all finished, so it goes in the trash. And here's our little journaling things. I like how this paper had a distressed look to it. You could add more distressing if you wanted to. for sure. So I like that, I've got the journaling pieces and I kind of decide, this is a pretty low-key kind of layout. So I'm going to add a little bit of shine to it. And I'm just going to use some little clear embellishments, some little gems, and just to add a little bit of something to it. It's just really kind of, I don't know. I think I like more pizzazz. There's some white and gray ones I could have used had I remembered that I had them. But I've got some more, I'm telling you, I've got some more of the little clear gems in here. I am looking and I find them. I keep a whole little box of all the different colors of gems that I've got. So there's a little threesome that's going to go down there. And then I think, okay, it would show up nice on the light gray background. So you see what I'm doing? I'm kind of putting the gem where I want it to be, and then I slide the piece out from under it. So, and I like the way that looked. That one came out looking really good. So that is one thing that you can do for gem placement. So I find all these little pieces underneath things and over things and hidden. They just kind of fly. Okay, it says so much love. Heart and soul, always so much love. So there's our second, and there's a close-up. See how nice that looks? It just added a little something, then I added it to the journaling spots to kind of highlight them. And, my second layout, I kind of decide, while I'm going through, I think, you know what? I want to do something to those too. So as it turns out, I've got some wildberry gemstones, and I decided to go ahead and put the wildberry right there at the end of the journaling strips. It's kind of a nice way for highlighting. And so there we've got that taken care of. So there's our two projects.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.